I'm trying
Put it
to.
put it on the internet for me.
I'm trying to. Hang on.
Okay, well,
I think I'm going. Go.
You have to start all over again.
All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay, folks. This is Robert Ballard's acrylic working fluid for a vapor turbine solar powered AC generator. In this black bowl is the raw material. And in this glass here is the magic elixir. And can you get a close up of this when I pour this in here?
Mm-hmm.
Move over closer so you can see what happens when I pour this in here.
All right, hang on. Let's adjust the dog. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to pour the magic elixir into the raw material. And see what happens.
Oh, wow. Solidifying it.
Wow. Okay.
Now, according to some scientists, this is not supposed to happen because the company that makes the raw material says their product does not mix with any other elements. Okay, and then I stir it up, make it nice and solid. This is really fun. Okay. Now, I get myself 2 coffee filters. One coffee filter and another coffee filter. And I scotch tape it on top of this beaker.
I see.
Okay. Put some scotch tape to hold the edge of the coffee filter down. So what internet are you going to put it on?
I don't know, Facebook,
Facebook, YouTube?
any of those. Yeah, YouTube, any of those will work.
Put one on there for...
Just keep our
Put
fingers.
one on there for Mr. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos.
Anyway,
Jeff Bezos, the
let's
richest
pray
man in the
Cheryl's
world.
got this going and it's going to work perfect to video.
You can replay it back, right?
Yeah, we'll check it and make double sure.
Okay. I got the filter in place in this beaker.
Right.
It's already, you can see it's already filled with the liquid.
Uh-huh.
It's already filled with the magic elixir. As you can see, not all of the magic elixir is used in the reaction. We have at least 60-70% of the magic elixir is left over from the reaction.
Right.
Okay, then I just pour it in here. Pour it in the filter, coffee filter, the white stuff. And we let the excess liquid or fluid go ahead and drain out into the bottom of the beaker there, or flask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now these are called boiling flasks, but I renamed it the vaporization flask. Okay, now we're going to have some fun. Okay, I'm going to light this stove.
Hang on, let me get it back over here. You got him?
Okay,
Then that's how you make the final product?
yeah. How we make the final product.
Okay.
Vaporize the white crystals in there.
Uh-huh.
These will vaporize. You'll see the vapor rising. The vapor will come up through this tube, go into the condenser, condense, and then
So it's going to make a liquid.
vapor will condense in that flask over there.
Oh, I
The
see.
flask is in water, so the flask will be cool.
I see.
Help the vapor condense faster. Now this acrylic working fluid will vaporize at 125 degrees and I've checked it, that temperature with a thermocouple back in 1973. And I rechecked it in 2009. And chemistry is the same. Chemistry does not change unless you alter different chemicals for a process. However,
So what you're saying is it's repeatable.
oh yeah, as far as I know, this is the only way you can make the acrylic working fluid for the
Okay.
vapor turbine,
The solar powered.
solar powered AC generator.
Right.
Okay,
They started to
the
work.
solar powered vapor turbine AC generator is completely a closed system. It does not put anything into the atmosphere. It does not put any pollution into the atmosphere.
Right.
It's a closed system.
There's no pollution
Now,
except for.
when I get an assembly line going where I vaporize all these
Right.
flasks, vaporize the compound that's in these flasks,
Mm-hmm.
I get a little bit of vapor in here. The acrylic working fluid vapor is toxic. You don't want to breathe it. But the acrylic working fluid vapor is non-flammable. The acrylic working fluid is non-flammable. It's non-corrosive. I put some of the acrylic working fluid on some brand new shiny steel, and the steel is nice and shiny. Still nice and shiny.
Didn't
The
oxidize it.
sample's been sitting on that shiny steel that I polished for 7 days, and it hasn't even corroded. No corrosion whatsoever. And it is toxic. You don't want to breathe the stuff. You don't want to breathe the acrylic working fluid vapor. I call it acrylic working fluid because that's what I believe it's made from. However, I believe the acrylic working fluid itself is inorganic, because when I vaporize this crystals, all there is left is black carbon. Now you can use the black carbon for making batteries. You can use carbon, pure black carbon, and all the carbon stays in the flask. So that's telling me that the end product
Mm-hmm.
has little or no carbon in it whatsoever. Now water is made from H2O. Water is an inorganic liquid. It has no carbon in it. When these white crystals are vaporized, they nothing left but carbon. But the end product is vaporized in this vaporization chamber there.
It's starting to vaporize.
It's starting to vaporize now. It goes through the condenser. It condenses. This stainless steel tube here is so hot you can't touch it. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. This acrylic working fluid is going to revolutionize solar energy for the whole world. That's what I believe. It's going to make silicon so hot I can't even touch it. It's going to make silicon solar cells obsolete, in my opinion. Now, as you can see, it's still boiling. But it'll boil. It'll get.
You'll boil that
This
whole
takes
pot.
about 45 minutes to
Right.
vaporize. To vaporize.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Now here's the. Okay. Now what I have here, I got a condenser, and I'll pump some water through it. Pump some water. See the water going through the condenser?
Yeah.
Okay. Check it, make sure. Trying trying to minimize any leaks. It's the only place where it leaks is right here. It's too hot, can't even touch it. Stainless steel is so hot I can't even touch it.
Yeah.
Burn my fingers. Okay. Here all the liquid has drained through the filter. What I do is take the,
You have to dry it then?
well, I take it out and dry it for 1 hour. 1 hour only, in the hot sun. And what I do, I take my boiling flask here, or vaporization flask I call it. Put the funnel on here. And then, this is some I've already had prepared. Some of the white crystals I've already had prepared. Which, believe it or not, is a type of plastic. It's a type of plastic we're vaporizing. That's what I believe. Can make me a movie star making this stuff? No.
Maybe you can be famous.
Maybe.
How expensive are the raw materials, Bob?
Pretty cheap.
Is it?
The magic elixir you can buy at any auto parts store. And the other raw material I bought at Walmart.
Okay.
So and turn the heat up just a little bit more. I've done this 3 or 4 times before. With my luck, canister will probably run out of fuel. But I bought 3 extra fuel canisters. So the fuel canister is a blend of propane and propane and something else. Propane and butane. So I have to take all the white crystals and all the white crystals you can possibly get, go into this the vaporization flask. Now I discovered this in September 1973. It has to do with Bill Lear, the man who invented the Learjet. He needed an efficient fluid that's more efficient than using water. So he offered $1 million to anybody back in 1973 that could come up with an acrylic working fluid. Back in 1973, I was 22 years old and I never had any experience with business or anything like that. And I never showed Bill Lear and his company what I had discovered because I believed that I'd never see that $1 million. So I kept it to myself all these years.
But the end product then is a liquid, right? The end product
Yes.
is the liquid.
Yes. When these plastic crystals vaporize,
Right.
there's nothing but carbon left. You can see there's nothing but carbon left
Right.
over inside the flask. Now it's going to start vaporizing real good. You can see there's some of the fluid is condensed
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Has been. Yeah.
Now you just take it and put it in a boiling flask. This white compound. I don't know what the chemical structure of it is. that's for chemists to figure out. But you can see one thing. That's how you make the raw material to be vaporized. Now the real fun part is cleaning all the carbon out of the boiling flasks. That's the real fun part. That's what's holding me up. So I'm going to order 4 more boiling flasks so I can make it like an assembly line process.
Right.
For making the acrylic working fluid. Now the acrylic working fluid, some more water in there. Okay. Okay, you can see the vapor is heavier than air, so it's always going to flow downward.
Right.
So, let's see. We can just no wonder it's not vaporizing quite so good. Move it a little bit closer. It's got a gap between which reason why it's not. You got to get the heat right on it. Now, up here, this is the first time I've seen white crystals up here on the top. White crystals got stuck here. Now, as hot as this flask is, you can see some of the white crystals have not melted, have not vaporized.
Right.
Ordinary plastic would get melted.
Right.
There's some gas or something getting to me, though.
Yeah, because it's like I said.
Yeah.
It does get, the vapors are toxic. So
Take him a little farther away.
if I use an assembly line process, I
Yeah, you're gonna have to
have a gas mask.
Yeah.
And it so happens I do have a brand new gas mask and filter when I use the assembly line process.
Bob's trying to kill me before I can get
Okay,
this
I'm
documented.
gonna turn it up higher.
I can't hold his hand.
I'm gonna turn this up higher. Close this door. Now, right here you can see the fluid, the vapor is condensing and it's collecting in the bottom of this flask. The bottom of this flask is the acrylic working fluid to run the solar powered vapor turbine AC generator system. So this is how you make the stuff. I have the machine, the AC acrylic generator diagram is copyrighted. I'm still waiting on the copyright office to give me my copyright. They cashed my check, but I haven't seen the copyright yet. So I got to call them tomorrow, Wednesday, to find out what's taking them so long. Okay, that's about it.